Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2014 North American Indigenous Games Daily Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, Roger Ross, in studio with my co-host, Lachlan Medill.
We're bringing you the daily highlight coverage of the games all week and keeping you up to date with the excitement of NAIG 2014 right here on Access 7 in Regina, Saskatchewan. Monday kicked off with a few rain delays, but the North American Indigenous Games carried on as thousands of athletes took to the venues all across Regina for the first day of full competition. It was the second day of action for basketball and the first for badminton, baseball, canoeing, kayaking, lacrosse, and soccer. Team SAS competed in 40 different matchups, and we'll bring you the medaling results on those coming up later in the show.
First off, Team Saskatchewan Under-19 girls have started off on fire. Here with the story is Natanis Piapot from APTN.
It's the first full day of competition at the Games, and these young women are competing in soccer. Team Alberta is taking on Team Saskatchewan in the Under-19 female competition.
It's very intense, and once you get the ball, it's like straight adrenaline, and you're like going. It's so fun. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
Today, Team Alberta beat Team Saskatchewan 5-0.
That's like words can't describe. I don't know. I couldn't describe it. I'd be proud of myself and our team for getting gold and getting this far.
But competing in the NAIG Games means more to these young women than simply winning gold. These athletes will all return home being positive role models for their home communities.
They're a good bunch of girls. They're all role models. They're all going to school. A few of them graduated. One of them's coming to Chinook University this fall. So that's the big picture. That's what it's all about. That's what I like to see.
Natanis Piapot, APTN National News, Regina.
The Under-19 men's basketball division played its first games with British Columbia dominating Nunavut 100-39, and New Brunswick with a narrow win over Team Colorado 61-60 at the University of Regina. On the women's side, Alberta proved an impressive force with a 63-8 blowout over Nova Scotia. Here are more highlights of the day.
British Columbia and New York were the standouts in yesterday's under-16 box lacrosse. While Team Saskatchewan was unsuccessful in both their lacrosse games, another Canadian team had a strong showing. Team Ontario fought a hard 7-4 victory against Saskatchewan before defeating Manitoba at 16-8. Manitoba would defeat Saskatchewan 13-8 and take the bronze medal, while Ontario has secured their place in the finals. Team New York asserted its presence with an 8-2 victory against Team British Columbia. BC bounced back, however, scoring a 14-1 victory against Team Alberta. Not to be outdone, New York shut out Alberta with a score of 20-0. With these victories, New York took the other spot in the finals. BC's strong showing in lacrosse was matched by their performance in badminton. Jaron Davison faced a steep challenge against Eastern Door's Nathaniel McKenzie. The first rally was a heated battle, ending in a 23-21 victory for Davison. Davison did find an apparent rhythm in the second rally when he finished with a strong 21-6 victory. Davison went on to defeat Newfoundland's Sydney Ford with a 21-14 score in the first rally and a 21-19 score in the second. Finally, British Columbia punctuated their day with a 1-0 victory against Team Ontario. Both teams gave no quarter, and tensions ran high with 3 behavior warnings from the referee. Ultimately, Clark Matthews scored the decisive goal which gave BC a lead that they would carry to the end. Later in the evening, Saskatchewan avenged their defeat in lacrosse with a 4-1 victory against Manitoba. Daniel Starchief scored 2 of the goals which gave Saskatchewan its strong lead. Saskatchewan made its presence felt, but a fierce challenger awaits them in Team Ontario.
So far, NAIG has belonged to the Eastern Door in the north, who lead the medal count with 23 medals, including 8 gold medals. The team had a strong presence and a stronger performance in the day's canoeing kayaking races. Eastern Door competitors outnumbered other teams in races like the 1,000-meter under-16 girls, where 5 of the 7 racers competed for Eastern Door. Kwaharani Jacobs of Eastern Door went on to win gold in that race, with teammates Talasarati Mayo Diablo taking silver and Bill Phillips taking bronze. Jacobs also took silver in the 3,000-meter under-16 girls, while Mayo Diablo would complement her silver medal with a gold in the 3,000-meter under-16 girls. Now, most of the canoeing kayaking medals were won by Eastern Door racers. Talasarati Mayo Diablo won the gold in another 3,000-meter under-16 girls race and took the bronze in another 1,000-meter under-16 girls race. Conwa Weninahawi Mayo Diablo also had a successful day, winning the gold in the 1,000-meter under-19 girls. Tiako Tir-Henton Diablo rounded out the medal score with a gold medal victory in the 3,000 meters under 14 girls.
4, 3, 2.
Maris Jacobs was another ubiquitous name in the medal count. She took gold in the 3,000 meter under 19 girls and silver in both the 1,000 and 3,000 under 19 girls, and took bronze medals in both the 1,000 and 3,000 meter races. Kwak Whitney Jacobs is bringing another 4 medals home to the Eastern Door. The young racer took silver medals in the 1,000 meter and 3,000 meter under 14 girls. She took bronze medals in 1,000 meters and 3,000 meters under 14 girls races. Karasatani Rice valiantly represented the men of the Eastern Door when he took 2 medals in canoeing and kayaking. Rice won silver and bronze in 2 1,000 meter under 14 boys races. The youth of the Eastern Door serve as models of competitive excellence. Does today's success foreshadow more dominance by the Eastern Door in the north? While Saskatchewan and the Northwest Territories were the only other provinces to take gold in kayaking and canoeing, will these 2 provinces clash with the Eastern Door in other events? Follow Access 7 for coverage of the NAIG 2014.
Hi, I'm Winnie Korn-Miller, and I'm here at the Cultural Village here at the North American Indigenous Games, and I ran into an old friend of mine, 2-time Olympian, Caroline Calvé, and what are you doing here?
I'm here with RBC. I'm part of the RBC Olympic Athletes Program and one of the athletes in this program, so I am connected with the Aboriginal community. I have First Nations heritage, and I've always been super interested in giving time to the First Nations community across Canada, and RBC's involved with the NAIG this time around as a sponsor, so it was an awesome opportunity for me to come to Saskatchewan and experience the games for the first time ever, actually. Yeah.
So as a 2-time Olympian, you're here seeing a lot of young athletes, on their first steps towards their dreams. What's some of the advice or, feelings that you're having around seeing all these athletes and being here?
Yeah. When, I have such a strange story, and, I didn't compete when I was a kid. I wasn't an athlete until I was in my early 20s. So for me growing up, I never thought that I would do anything out of the ordinary. So my message is always about dreaming, having dreams, and really believing that we can do much more than we think sometimes. And so I see these kids here, and it's great to see them competing, and I always try to wish them to dream big, like I didn't do, and I wish I had, Yeah.
Well, you recently competed in Sochi in Russia, and how do these games compare to an Olympic Games?
It was kind of the same in terms of opening ceremonies. Every province had a big team. Everybody was cheering. It's a smaller scale, of course, but it was really well organized, really beautiful opening ceremony. And it's the type of event that you remember your whole life. So for these kids, it's huge, and some of these kids are from far away as well. So for them, it's an opportunity to see what's out of their community as well. So it's awesome in terms of experience.
Moving forward, I mean, we talked about how potentially maybe you might go to another games or maybe you might retire. You haven't decided, but you know, you're looking at all these young athletes and you know, hoping that they get to achieve the level of athletics that you did. What do you think that these games, the role it plays in, and maybe your role being here, how does it play in helping them propel to that next level?
Well, you know, having big events like this, it creates a goal for these kids. So for them, it's important to, in any athlete's career, it's important to have goals. It's important to know where you're going with this. And so for me, at my level, it was always about going to the Olympics and having that as a goal. It motivates you, it puts a path in front of you. You know where you're going. So this kind of event is important for all these kids because it gives them goals, it gives them a path to lead them on, you know? And so, yeah, all these events are really important.
Awesome. Well, it's been awesome to have you here, and thank you for sharing your story to all these athletes.
Yeah, thank
you know,
you.
Carolyn Calvé, I mean, you never know. We might have, we do have Spencer O'Brien, an Aboriginal snowboarder, so hopefully to see more talent on that level. Maybe you're seeing some of it right here at the North American Indigenous Games.
Player Profiles. Sponsored by Custom Creations. Vehicle accessories for your lifestyle.
18-year-old Summer Michel-Stevenson took home gold in the under-19 3,000-meter canoeing event as day 2 of the 2014 NAIG competition continued.
It feels amazing. I've been training for a long time. I started paddling like about 5 years ago with my mom. She was also a NAIG participant. She paddled in Denver, Colorado.
Proud mom Bella Stevenson herself competed at the 1995 and 2006 NAIG Games as a paddler. She won a gold, silver, and bronze medal in her sport.
It feels awesome. I'm happy to see that she is following my footsteps. Her and another daughter is here too, paddling.
Come on, go! Let's go! 14-year-old Anna Stevenson also took home gold in her 3,000-meter individual canoeing event. And for the family of paddlers from Pelican Arrows in northern Saskatchewan, canoeing has been passed through the generations. PAGC Grand Chief Ron Michel is a proud grandfather, and he says he's happy to see his grandchildren and youth from northern Saskatchewan take on traditional sports.
You know, when we started paddling years back, you know, a lot of that interest picked up by the young kids, and now it's staying with the young people. So it's really, really good.
Not only was canoeing passed down through the generations, but so was good sportsmanship.
It's not all about winning. It's about having fun. Yes, it feels good to win, but it's all about having fun and making friends out there.
And like mother, like daughter.
The main thing is just to like have fun. It's not all about winning, but it feels amazing when you win.
Each sister with a gold medal will now go on to the mixed canoeing events later on this week. Larissa Burnoff, APTN National News, Regina.
Okay, back here. We're done with tricky names?
Yep.
Sponsored by Custom Creations. Vehicle accessories for your lifestyle.
Well, the kayak races were certainly hot destinations for NAIG spectators cheering for Team Saskatchewan. Now, here are the medal showings for Team Saskatchewan.
All the medals for Team Saskatchewan for Day 2 of the Games were for canoeing and kayaking. For top honors, in the 3,000-meter race, Anna Stevenson took the gold in the under-14 female division. Summer Michel-Stevenson was awarded 2 medals, one for the 3,000-meter under-19 female and one for the 3,000-meter under-19 mix with Michael McCallum. taking 2 gold in the under 14 boys category. 1 for the 1,000 meter and 1 for the 3,000 meter was Jayden Hingley. Taking silver medals, Alex Charles for the 3,000 meter under 14 and Taylor Custer for under 16. Daniela Linklater was second for the 6,000 meter under 19 mix with Brandon Michel. And the 1,000 meter under 16 boys went to Mateo Custer. For bronze, Andrew Dorion took 3rd place in the 3,000 meter under 16 boys. And Brandon Dorion also secured a bronze in the under 19 and took 2 more bronze medals in the under 19 mixed division with Kelsey Marasti. A great day for Saskatchewan's rowers, placing them 3rd overall in the medal standings.
At the end of the show, we'll be bringing you a live update on the current medal standings.
The rain, fortunately, didn't bother or affect the festivities at Cultural Village. So let's check out some of the action that took place.
I used probably 3 different bits so far to use to do this. Use a hacksaw, scroll saw, sander, hand grinder. I worked on, I have to say, about 60 pieces in the last 2 weeks. Plus I have lamps at home I'm doing and other stuff like that.
Tender heart, strongest heart is a tender heart. Oh, it yours more, gives more. Oh, and if you open yours, it is more than you know. Scars. Most times it finds a way, and it will shake you. You got to dig down deep. You got to dig down deep. Back to the tender part. Oh yeah. Strongest part is a tender heart. It's more than you know.
trying to find my way home. Oh, hey now, hey, yeah. Oh, hey now, hey, yeah. Hey now, hey, yeah. Hey now, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey now, 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 hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Hey now, hey, yeah. Woohoo!
So Cultural Village has actually been quite amazing. The other thing that we haven't really talked about too much is these excellent programs we got here. These were designed by ResX. Their head guy is Chris Ross. Some of the main performers we've had, and coming up actually tonight, Inez is playing. We've got a few other local guys that are pretty awesome. Who else we got in there?
Who do we have here?
Got,
I was just looking at it.
Scout, we got Farrah Palmer.
Farrah Palmer, I think she's from
She's from Alberta, actually, I think Farrah Palmer is, yeah.
Okay.
And Constant Reminders, a local band, a group of brothers from up north. Good friends of Chris's, actually, you know, the guy who did these books for us.
Take a look at the books.
Yeah, awesome. Great stuff. This guy does amazing things.
Really easy to get these at the Cultural Village. Well, actually, you can get them I think all over the place.
Yeah, we can get them at different venues.
$2, but they're beautiful books, and we had a lot of fun doing this. So.
Yeah, Chris sweated over those quite a bit. We had a lot of fun with them anyway. I mean, Chris is a great guy. He's done some great work for us. The other thing about Cultural Village that, you know, I spent some time this morning. My wife Samantha is doing one of the teepees. We've got like 18 teepees there or something like that, and she's doing some cultural stuff. She asked me to come do some storytelling, and I mean, some of the people that we have in there are amazing. We just saw on camera Darren Pratt doing his carving. Yeah. You know, he carves antlers and stuff. Amazing.
Yeah, and then in the afternoon they have we have the traditional games. I think that usually starts about 2 o'clock, so you can come down there and be shown, you know, how they play some of these games, and they're pretty amazing.
The Inuit guys were doing jump kicks today.
Yeah.
You know, the one guy couldn't tell me how high he got, but man, he was up there.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff.
And that one they do with the head wrestling or whatever.
Yeah,
around
the headband thingy.
The headband thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So another part that a lot of people don't know about is we've got our elders, and we've got elders on board. We've got elders from other territories that are here.
Yep.
In the north side, outside of Cultural Village, which is right inside our university, on the back side of the university is where we have our traditional gatherings. And we've had elders doing ceremonies there, pipe ceremonies in the morning. We also have some sweats that are happening, and it's open to the public. And I think most people who've always wanted to try it, this is a perfect opportunity to do that. Our ceremonies are open to all cultures and not just First Nation. Anybody can come to them, and I think that is the one thing that a lot of people aren't aware of.
And that's what these that's what it's all about. Getting people involved and learning about other cultures, and it's cooperation and
exactly
and sharing knowledge. So we really encourage everyone to get down there and take part in that, because there's something for everybody.
Yeah, and our trade shows. I mean, we've got obviously we've got Dorion and the teepees and such, but we've got as well a number of artisans showing their wares. We've got traditional blankets, jackets. There's people that are bringing all kinds of jewelry, moccasins. There's any kind of traditional thing you can mention. We've got it there. And I think a lot of people who like to buy that kind of stuff, authentic stuff, this is the place to come this week.
Yeah, I haven't had time to really get down there, but I'm going to go get something for my wife and my daughter. So I'm going to get down there maybe tonight.
I got that issue with my wife being on location, so she's in there all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about buying her something, because she's buying something every day. So happy for her, though. She gets to buy the authentic stuff, and that's a cool thing. We've had a great time at Cultural Village. The crew's done a great job of outfitting it, having it ready for all our artisans and craftspeople that have come. Our elders are being well taken care of. We've got an elders lounge available for them on site, which is great. And not just our elders, but anybody. I mean, if there's an older person that's there that needs some refreshments, they're welcome to go to the lounge as well.
But bring sunscreen.
Absolutely.
And bug spray.
Yeah, it was a cooker today.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some amazing performers coming up still at Cultural Village throughout the week. We've got somebody every evening.
Yeah, still 4 more days of events going on.
Yeah.
So everything I think starts in the morning at around 11, and all day long.
And it's all free. So if you get a chance, come on down, check it out. It's going to be it's an amazing thing to see. Just seeing the teepees alone.
Yeah, it's
For
impressive.
me, it is. I mean, every time I go there, watching that lineup of teepees, it's always nice for me. I just get a really great feeling from it.
Yeah, and you can also get NAIG gear down there. We have a little pavilion there, so people can come and get your shirts. I got my bilingual one here. This is our Montana Bar.
Raising the bar.
Bar.
Awesome, that's been our theme.
Yeah. So
great, great stuff down there.
Yeah. Well, we try and keep everything bilingual as well, and that includes our
wares, our NAIG swag, as we're calling it.
Yeah, our NAIG swag.
NAIG swag.
So
yeah, that's what it is.
We are having a lot of fun here. So that's our show for day 2 of NAIG. The games run until July 27th, so make sure you catch all the action on Access Channel 7 or Channel 70 in HD. Tomorrow we'll be reviewing all of day 3's sporting events. We'll have wrestling, badminton, baseball, basketball, canoeing, kayaking, lacrosse, rifle shooting, soccer, and softball. Check out myaccess.ca/NAIG to see whatever we've got lined up for coverage, and stay tuned for the current medal standings. Thanks for joining us, and have a good evening, and we hope to see you out and about the city.
Thanks for joining me, Lachlan. We've had a great time today. Have a good evening, people.